My God, my gorgeous Capricorn, something was bothering you so much for so long that all I can say here right now, that the beginning of this week it's also bringing such a mind-blowing peace into your life. So what was worrying you so much? What was making you feel so negative? What was making you feel so dark, my gorgeous Capricornius? This is in itself a coming to an end. And this is why this is going to mean to you so much. You will know because you're going to find out something really interesting at the beginning of this week. And what you're going to find out, it's going to be ridiculously interesting to you because on one hand, you will know that, this is to do with something that you're really passionate about. But then on another hand, it's really pretty much so more to do with the fact that this is going to be a sign, an indication that something really bad has come to an end or is coming to, can you hear this? Or it's coming to an end. A really fast motorbike, which is saying and signifying the fact that after this moment in time, things are going to start to unfold in such a fast way. This is what a motorbike means when it just popped into our reading like this. Did you hear this motorbike? I hope that you've heard it. And this is what it means, that after this moment in time, your life is about to take off. Your life is about to take off. Literally, and it's all through the power of synchronicity. We can do reading with a plantini if we want. You see what I mean? We can do readings with anything. It's all about the energy, it's all about synchronicity, and it's all about the way we reflect on things. Okay, so my gorgeous Capricornius, what I really adore about this week is just the beginning of this week. This in itself is bringing such a beautiful peace into your life. Okay, and you need to understand it's not only about peace, but what peace is going to do. It's also going to start a process of healing. At around that moment in time, you can expect to have so much more energy than before, both physically and both mentally. But most importantly, at around that time, you are going to notice that you are going to have some kind of idea for the first time in your life, which you're going to feel a little bit weird about. And this is a clear sign and indication that you have gone through something very, very difficult, and karma is rewarding you with that idea. It's going to seem like something really tiny, something that you never thought about before, but it's going to make a major impact on your life in the shortest possible way. In exactly 7 weeks after that moment in time, you're already going to have a ridiculously crazy, amazing opportunity that you would never otherwise have. So you really have to start opening yourself after this moment in time, and you really need to be as open-minded as you possibly can. But going back to this peace that at the beginning of this week it's actually going to bring, because something really bad, it's going to come to an end. It's not only about that. Only a couple of days later, this is also bringing a completely different, like a perspective, on things. This is like kind of going to bring a really kind of different perspective. It's going to bring you, like, it's going to help you to realize, different perspective on things, and this is important when it comes to you realizing that there is something that you are going to need to sacrifice. But this is like, I know you're gonna say, oh God, sacrifice again. No, baby, no. This is a really good sacrifice. This is to do with something that has karmically come to an end like a long time ago, and it's the part of your old karma, it's the part of your old path, and it's the part of like your old passion. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. And also, my gorgeous Capricornius, you know how all this is going to feel? This is going to feel like a justice, like an amazing justice, because it was almost like as you weren't able to do what you wanted to do. So this is going to mean to you so much, and it's going to feel like a justice, literally. And it's going to be really interesting, because you are going to talk to someone, you're going to have an important, intense conversation with someone again, and you are going to find yourself mentioning word justice, or that person is going to mention word justice. When that happens, you need to turn your radars on. You see, even Kitty's like, oh my God, even she's trying to fall down, yeah? Yeah, you need to turn your radars on, because somehow after that conversation, after you have this conversation with somebody who you know, after that moment in time, you need to turn your radars on after you hear the word justice. So you have a chat with that person, you hear the magic word justice, and this is your indication that you're tuned in, baby. This is your indication. If you don't hear it, it doesn't matter, but if you hear it, it's absolutely brilliant, because this is your indication that very soon after that conversation you will go somewhere, and you're going to find yourself in the right place at the right time, and you are going to overhear some kind of conversation. Now, this is not to do with your conversation, but it's to do with you overhearing some kind of conversation. And for the love of God, you're going to find this so mind-blowing, because that conversation is going to be so perfectly matching what exactly was on your mind and what were you thinking about, some kind of problem, some kind of negativity. And you're going to be like, I cannot believe this. I honestly cannot believe this, because it's all through the power of synchronicity. It doesn't matter whether it's like to do with some kind of advice that you're going to get, almost as if someone is speaking to you directly, but it's not. You see what I mean? This is because you're tapping into like a very powerful dimension, which is going to open you up in such a significant way, where you're going to be able to reflect intellectually, intuitively, you know, and it's all kind of gonna have such a powerful impact on you when it comes to like picking things up that are matching your situation. But the bottom line is, after that conversation that you have with somebody who is close to you, after that you're going to find yourself in the right place at the right time, and somehow you're going to overhear the conversation, which is like kind of going to match what was exactly on your mind, and almost as if you're going to like hear an advice. You need to kind of like really pay attention to this, because then and there you are going to get a very, very interesting advice. And you know, the advice that it is to do something or respond to something in a way like you would never respond. So do it. It's important, because at the same time you're also going to find out something wonderful about yourself, and this is going to be the direct result of that situation, of that karma, and the direct result of your own bravery to tap into something in a different way to what you would normally would. It's a great sign of a spiritual awareness, but a spiritual development as well. You are, you know, it's like now, you know also that this is all gonna lead towards you, my gorgeous Capricornians, becoming fully aware of like which steps now do you need to take, which steps are going to be next. And these steps are gonna make you feel very energetic. These steps are gonna make you feel really good about yourself. These steps are gonna make you feel really excited about yourself as well. It's like, oh my God, a really great time of your life. It's about to start, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed. And I know that you've been waiting for this for a while, but now this is really about to shake things up like never ever before. You do need peace, bless your heart. And I know lots of people are gonna say, oh God, peace, how boring. No, baby, no. The peace brings blessings. The peace brings happiness. The peace brings contentment. The peace brings positivity. The actual peace brings like a, you know, such a powerful healing energy that can only do us good, you know, with so many different aspects of our lives. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Capricornians, you know, this is just so strange and so bizarre in the weirdest possible way. Something very unusual, it's actually going to take place. Something really weird and strange is going to happen. But it's not about weird and strange and unusual. It's about an answer that you are going to have through most like kind of unusual way, in such an unusual way. This is going to happen all completely unexpectedly, but it's really a lot to do with your destiny. It's to do with your karma. It's to do with like also you now having this really important instant answer. This is to do with something so personal to you. This is to do with something so huge, my gorgeous Capricornius. So you are going to get this answer in the most of the weirdest of ways at the time when you least expect it. Something very, very unusual is going to happen, but it's going to be really good. This is going to be a clear sign and indication that, you know, you're going to be able to come up with a conclusion to something else now. This is going to lead towards an important conclusion, but it's more about you a kind of also having a huge, a massive reason to celebrate. There are few people that are going to be immediately on your mind, like, oh my God, I want to reconnect with them. I want to let them know. I want to let them know. Like you want to party or you want to celebrate. But there is a one specific person who is going to be on your mind first. The first person who is on your mind, who you want to celebrate, that's the person who you need to get in touch immediately. Because that particular person has got a very, very important message for you as well. There's something else is there for you. Very important message you're going to get from that person. Okay, so the first person who is on your mind, as soon as you want to celebrate, as soon as you have a few people on your mind, that very person you need to get in touch with immediately. And you will see the message that that person is going to have for you. It's like, oh my God, you're going to kind of realize what is missing in your life and what has been missing in your life for like absolute ages, and you didn't even notice. So this is going to lead towards like a really big wake-up call, but it's also like kind of going to shake you up at a time when you can like really, you will benefit from that like never before. Okay, so important. So this is all going to lead towards you because you were so indecisive, you were so kind of, this was all making you really, that answer that you didn't have before, this answer that you're going to have, you will be able to make an important decision. So far you were so indecisive, and this is why you will want to kind of celebrate, and you're going to be so happy because you're going to be able to make this like important decision. On one hand, that decision it's going to be very, very important for your finances. You will be able to protect what's yours, but it's really good for the finances, and you're going to be able to save money in the long run. But on another note, it's just like it's an inspiration. You know, it's just more about an inspiration and about the power that you're gonna feel. Your spirit is gonna be rising here like, oh my God. So this is all coming from this amazing mental clarity, you know, because this is signifying the fact that you are having a huge breakthrough, my gorgeous Capricornius. So now this is like to do with the fact that you're also what you're gonna be thinking about and what you're gonna be able to kind of plan now. It's also going to bring a huge success into your life. It's like, oh my God. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Capricornius, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, this week is going to be mental in the best possible way. I don't know how to say this. So much is going to be happening. I did not expect this, my gorgeous Capricornius. Not even Plantini, look. I did not expect this whatsoever, but not in a bad way. I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you. So much is going to be happening this week. At around the last part of this week, you know, it's about this message, this news. It's going to really surprise you, really surprise you, and this is going to be brilliant. Not only you're going to have a message and news which is going to surprise you, it's to do with some kind of success with something that you've been working on, something that means to you so much, something that you've been working on, but for some reason this is really going to surprise you, but it's going to make you feel really amazing, really ecstatic, and really good about yourself. You're gonna feel so proud of yourself, but you should, because this is the direct result of your hard work, as simple as that. And you will know that this is going to kind of bring a huge change into your life. Okay, whether you believe this or not, but now it's time to believe in this, my gorgeous Capricornius, because it's not so much about the message, it's not so much about success, it's not so much about the outcome. Do you know what is it all about? About you having a confidence to actually, you having a confidence to do something that was on your mind for such a long time, something that you were thinking about for such a long time, some kind of idea idea, you know. So this is like, oh my God. So it's not only about like an achievement, confidence, success, you know, which is going to put a smile on your face, it's going to mean to you so much, but it's more about the confidence now. Now you will know how powerful you are. You know, and that confidence, it's all going to lead towards you knowing exactly what to do. An idea that you had for so long, but you didn't do anything about it. So now it's time, my gorgeous Capricornians, to go forward with your life. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.